Hey everybody, I'm just gonna come on and be real. This is a video that I've been meaning to make for a long time, and I got to say it because somebody got to see it. It's just really, I ain't really, nothing real deep. But for anybody that don't know me, my name is Ronisha A. Jones. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube under Ronisha A. Jones. My cash app is, well, we're not gonna worry about that right now, but it's Roxanne. I think it's $ Roxy, ROXYANN. If you want to send me, a gift or donation, you can send it to $ Roxy, ROXYANN. I'm gonna tell y'all how the game of life goes. A lot of y'all ask for it, but when people give it to you, you don't want to reciprocate it and use it to your best ability. Everybody's life has a blessing and calling on it. It's just our circumstances at the moment or sometimes at hand can keep us in a detrimental state, or it can make us feel lesser than what we really is. But the goal is to not let your problem at hand and your dilemma at hand keep you feeling like you're stuck and you're never gonna grow. But today, I'm here to talk to you guys about relationships, discernment, your discernment and your relationships and getting married. And I'm just gonna give it to you raw and uncut. Now, it's two ways that we have to go in life. We have to go with common sense, and we have to go with biblical sense. Now, understand that the Bible was just given to us to use as a covenant and to have something for us to live by. So when you talk about the Bible, you are dealing with the world. So that's why I tell you got to have your own common sense before you get off into book sense, the Bible sense, or any sense, because the reason why I say you got to have your own sense is because when you think of the Bible resonates back to the world. So that means you is reading and including yourself for the world. But the reason why I say you got to have your own sense is because the Bible also tells us that do not be of the world, but be in the world. So when you're reading the Bible, there's something, a guide for the world. So yes, it's gonna tell you, get married, and there was just a covenant that he left. You got to have your own sense, your own common sense to know what come with getting married. You can't look at little Dorsey Ann and little Mary and them, they just had a big wedding. You're gonna see a lot of things throughout your life through the windows of your soul, through your eyes. You're going to see a lot of things out your eyes. You're going to see people getting married. You're going to see people going to jail. You're going to see people opening up business. You have to figure out who you are. Take your place in the world. Figure out who you are. What your horoscope says your pros and your cons is. What your horoscope says about you. My horoscope told me that I'm indecisive. So that's something that I can work on, meaning there's something new that I learned about myself. So you got to get to know yourself before you can let a book try to structure out your life. You can use a little knowledge and a little wisdom for it, but at the end of the day, you got to realize why you want to be in a relationship, what a relationship is, what are the pros of the relationship, what are the cons of the relationship. Me, myself, I always focus on the cons in a relationship. And many people say, well, why focus on the bad? Well, the bad is what you need to focus on, because when it get bad, that's what it's all about. When it get bad, can you handle it? Is you gonna stay in the rain? Is you gonna still be in it? And do you know what you signing up for? Because see, we losing so many women and men, but we losing more men. We lose women. A woman die at the hands of a man or a domestic situation almost every day. They dying every day because a lot of people want to act like this ain't real world. This real world, this is the real world, real life that we dealing with. You got to understand what you signing up for. Just because this sister signed up for something, you don't sign up for it. You ask yourself, Do I want to be a part of this? Do I know what I'm really, 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 truly signing up for? Because the thing is, everything has a pros, everything has a consequence. And you got to be the one that deal with the consequence of the lasting result. Meaning this, a lot of people get into a relationship because of what they want the relationship to be. Oh, I want this relationship, this happily ever after. But that's not how life works. Life is full of dogma. Life is full of sorrow. Life is full of pain. Life is full of abundance too. But you have to create that abundance for yourself. And sometimes when you get this person in your life, it comes with, this person might not have the same heart as you and the same thing that you want for your life. So whatever that person do for you, you have to take accountability before allowing this person in your life. You got to really know what comes with a relationship. Just like now, I'm trying to make this video. I got people all in the background trying to distract me. Y'all can't see them, but I can see them, you know, and this hurt and pain. You know, I specifically told them that I was going to come out here and make a video. So you're going to have haters, you know, and them my children. And so them my two sons, I told them I'm finna make a video. Now here they go wrestling and looking like they playing. But my goal was to come out here, you know, and let somebody, you know, save a life. You know, I created this channel to save the youth. Save the youth. And, you know, an adult can take this video and apply it to their life too, because they not playing. You know, a lot of people think love is, you know, getting in a relationship with a stranger or a significant other, but it's a lot more to it, because the minute that you don't want to cooperate and do what they say, you're done. A relationship is just like a job. Once you're not fulfilling your position that you signed up for, you're going to get cheated on, used, and abused, dumped. You know, and some people say, well, don't worry about, you know, HIV or catching anything. You can just use a condom. Well, condoms bust. Condoms bust. You got to be accountable and responsible for the decision that you make to get in a relationship. You can find love without getting in a relationship, baby. Love comes from within. And if you ask the average person what is love, they can't tell you what it is. But yet hold on. If you ask the average person what love is, they can't tell you what love is. But yet everybody wants love. Love is God. And the truth of the matter is, everything outside of God going to hurt. Everything outside of God and His word is going to hurt. That's why relationships are so full of domestic violence. They're overrated. And the reason why a relationship is overrated is because don't nobody want to take their place in the world and use their own sense. They want to go with a book sense. Oh, well, the Bible said I got to get married, or I can't live this world alone, or let me tell you something. I've been living in this world with help from my daughter. I mean, from a family member. But, you know, not help from no mom, not help from no dad. My help come from my sources and my knowledge within me. And my help come from the help that you want is going to come from within. See, the truth of the matter is, ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save us. The only way God is going to save, the only thing that God gave us to save us was when He left that word with you. And you can use the word to apply it to your life, but you got to know this. The Bible is very contradicting, because on this page it's going to tell you dust to dust. That's the reason why I said you got to have your common sense over any sense. And then on this page it's going to tell you eternal life. In the New Testament, it told you to. In the New Testament, say if not married, don't get married. In the Old Testament, it told you to get married. So that's why I said you have to see how what is your discernment saying. You got to have book sense, you got to have street sense, you got to have common sense over any sense. So you got to have some kind of discernment coming from within, because you're gonna meet many people that say I love you. They're gonna make your body feel good, but you got to realize everything come at a price. Ain't nothing in this world free. So even though they're gonna be with you and be in a relationship with you, you got to ask yourself, what is the price? See, the price is your time, the price is your body, the price is your time, the price is your body. Do you want to be a woman that have sex? You got to think about all these things that come with a relationship. These domestic violence relationship situations are not just happening just to be happening. They're happening because people are uneducated about relationships. They are naive, baby. They haven't went through the game, and the people that's been in the game and went through the game, and when I say game, that means they have experience. They have already played that game. They have already won that game or lost that game. They have some kind of experience in that situation. So people that have already been in this, I'm going to say situation, people that have already experienced these situations, they're not coming out telling them about their experience. In a relationship, you got to ask yourself, do I want to have sex? Do I want to be committed? Do I want to be committed? Do I want to give my whole life up? You got people that start in a relationship with no children, but when the relationship is over with, they have 10 to 20 children. That man, when he started their relationship, he had no children. But when he left their relationship, he had full of debt. He had plenty of child support debt because he was uneducated. He was thinking that from the fairy tale perspective, that I'm in love and this is love and you're having sex and you see, everything come at a price. I can have a man massaging me and staying with me, but I'm not willing to pay that price. I'm not willing to pay their price. Well, they say, well, what is the price, Rossi? Well, the price is sleepless nights. The price is sleepless nights. Not being able to talk how I want to talk, maybe act how I want to act, sleep when I want to sleep, go where I want to go, because you have to answer to someone. You're in this committed relationship. So that's why I try to tell people, and it's not just that. That's the nice part of it. What I'm talking about. You got to get ready for when this person get mad because things are not going the way that they want things to go in their life. They're going to take whatever that's in them, and their energy is going to become one with your energy. So all that going where you want to go, wearing where you want, wearing what you want to wear, talking how you want to talk, that's the baby part of it. That's the pros part of it. That's nothing, because you can communicate and that's nothing. But I'm talking about when it gets real, when it gets ugly, when it gets raw, because you are doing great and they feel like, well, they had a bad day. They might want to, So what I'm trying to say is everything outside of God is going to hurt. And what is love? God is love. And remember this, I told you, Ronisha AJ told you, everything outside of love, God is love, and everything outside of God is gonna hurt. Now look at that. That ain't nothing but the devil. Soon as I come out here to do a video, we got the camera on the phone, the little light just went away. Ain't nothing but the devil. But the devil ain't got no win, baby. But people play on your mental by saying things like, hey, don't listen to her, or she might just be bitter. Oh no. See, once I was in a relationship. So when I was in a relationship, maybe I was a little bitter, because I thought what a relationship was what I had created in my mind. And what I created in my mind was I wanted to give myself to a person in the way I wanted to give myself to them and share my life with them. And I wanted to love them and, love with them, basically like share your life with them. But the thing is, that's the idea that many people have. They want somebody to share their life with. And that's the beautiful part of it. But however, your perspective of the relationship might be totally different from their perspective of the relationship. Your motive in the relationship might be totally different from their motive in the relationship. You might have a motive of, I want to be this loving, caring person and, help my partner in any kind of way. This person might be in survival mode, or where, hey, I'm just in this relationship right now for this season right now in my life. In the season, sometimes people hear the word season and they can think that, oh, it's just a season is a moment. I mean, a month or a year. No, seasons. And then sometimes people hear season, they think about summer, spring, fall, winter. So no, when I say season, that can mean they're going to be in a relationship. They have already put it in their mind before they even met you. Hey, I'm going to be in a relationship. I'm going to be in a relationship for like, hey, let me say, I just feel like dating. I just feel like dating and I'm not taking it serious. But hey, you have fallen in love and you really taking it serious. But they already had it in my mind, hey, you know what? I got my money together. I'm doing good. I've been single for a little minute. I'm just gonna be in a relationship for this season since it's fall break at my college. We on break right now. I'm just gonna find me a little friend and find me a little friend. You not knowing that this person have already meditated that they're fit to just. You're not knowing all this. So in order for you to know who you are dealing with, you're going to have to have discernment. You're going to have to have discernment because in some people, they so cold and they so smooth to the point, even if you do have discernment, the ability to judge well, they are so smooth where they can be so nice and so, whatever they got to do to pretty much get in, where you won't, they can make all the red flags like not show. But as time go on, you end up seeing the red flags and you say, hey, this not the same person that I met. This person, this is not him. This is not her. I'm not used to this. She was so nice at first. Just because they know that people have discernment, so they had to kind of like, act like they was pretty cool. But it doesn't matter because, like I said, your discernment is going to give you that ability to judge well. So pretty much they won't be able to get around the red flags long as you have your discernment. But the thing is there's nothing in this world free. So no one is going to be with you for free. And when I mean for free, meaning it's going to be a price that you have to pay, whether it's a good price or maybe it's a bad price. But and notice I said good price. You still have to give yourself in a relationship. And in a relationship, no matter what, you're going to keep meeting you. In every relationship we get in, we're going to meet ourselves. Because you say, hey, I'm going to go to this club tonight and I'm going to meet somebody tonight. Yeah, you're going to meet you somebody tonight. But at the same time, this person can't change your life. You're just going to meet him and you're going to meet everything that comes with him and his baggage. And or she meets you and or he gonna meet you and he gonna meet everything that comes with your bag. A man wants the same thing a woman wants: love, affection, and time. So money, so it's not like men don't want the same thing we want. They want somebody that's stable. That's why I tell people, if you get in a relationship for stability, then that's the wrong reason to date. It always turning into a disaster because your heart is not going into the relationship from a pure perspective. So you have to go in the relationship from a pure perspective. And when you're going in it for a financial gain, your mind and heart is not in it for the right reason. So that's why I try to tell people, you have to save yourself. And the way that you save yourself is you search within it and ask God, what gifts did you give me? God gave each and every last one of us a gift to survive. Like me, I can do hair, I can talk, I do hair, I talk, and that's my gift. I know how to do hair and I know how to talk. So that's my gift. You have a gift too, but sometimes, like I said, our circumstances at hand don't let us see past the poverty or whatever going on in our life. But you got to have common sense not to think about all of the problems that's going on in your life, and think about the things that you can change in your life. Ask God to give you the strength and the courage to change the things that you can, and forget those things that's going on in your life that you can't. And that's the secret. You just keep on moving. Life is about keep on moving and keep on striving. The race is not given to the one that's the fastest, but the one that can endure to the end. And sometimes you got to endure to the end and stand your ground and know that you are worthy of self-love. I am a self-love coach. I believe that everybody have enough love within themselves to share to everybody in the world. You have enough love in yourself. And that's why I don't understand people when they say, I'm bored, or I'm bored. It's you can't get bored, because you got to keep learning every day. So in that bored time, why not read a free books? Why not learn a new skill? Why not look up how to cook a new dish? You can watch a movie. I watched this movie the other day called The Book of Eli, and it was so amazing. It was about them fighting over the Bible. The people was trying to take the Bible from Eli, and the man, he was gonna use the Bible for, I guess, evil or whatever. But I'm just saying, I finally took time out to enjoy myself and watch a movie. So you can do a lot of things when you bored. Quit. Everything is about our mind and our words. What we put in our mind and what we put in our mind plays the role in our life. You have the ability to change your whole life, your financial situation. You have the ability to change that according to how will you continue to think. The people that you will associate with. But no matter the people you associate with, everything is going to start with the consequence, the people and the choices that you make for your life. I make choices for my life by saying I'm responsible if this happened because I allowed it to happen. I'm responsible for what that man did to me because I allowed him in my life. If I go out into a club and someone want to date me, and I have to ask myself, do I want to bring him into my life? Is he worthy to be in my life? Do I know what I'm doing? Because a lot of people are not aware of. It's a big responsibility when you bring in somebody in your life. You're letting them in your nest. Your house is your nest. That's why I tell people you don't supposed to leave your nest for days and hours and days of hours, because God said, when you stay in your nest, you're distancing yourself, and your nest is your strength. That's why when you see people that go away for 2 and 3, 4, 5 days away from their home, you have to watch a person that's never at home, because they don't have no foundation. They don't have no strength. Your strength comes from your home, staying at home. So you have people, they can tell you a lot about a person you date. They can tell you a lot right there. Do they always stay at home and try to get discipline within, or do they go out into the wind? People that go out into the wind and go out on the land and go out in the world, they're not going to have as much foundation as a person that stays in the nest, because when you stand in the nest, you're staying out of the world. You giving yourself something to fall on. Out here in the world, there's nothing for you. Remember, I told you, Radisha AJ told you, ain't nobody to come to save you but yourself. And the only way God gonna save you is through the word. And you gotta apply the word through your mind, body, and soul. But more than anything, you gotta have the game. And the game is your discernment, the ability to judge well. Till then, talk to y'all later.